Hey guys, how are you all doing? Big Films 39 here with my second ever Blu-ray and DVD update. I'm just going to show you all the movies I've watched since my last update, and I'll leave the link to that in the description if you want to check that out and see the rest of my movies in my collection. But yeah, I have a lot of movies to talk about here. I'm just going to kind of tell you what I thought of them, and yeah, tell you what they're about a little bit. Okay, so starting with the DVDs, I only have two. First one is My Bloody Valentine. I picked this up several years ago at Big Lots, and just recently, a few months ago, got around to watching it. I'm not a huge horror fan, and I don't really like slasher films. This was okay. It's kind of cheesy, the killing and action. It's not all that great. It's okay. The story, it's nothing really interesting, but there's a big twist in this movie that really made it semi-enjoyable for me. So, My Bloody Valentine. And my second DVD, Watchmen. I did not really like this movie. Really feels like they're trying to appeal to the hardcore comic fans, which I'm not, and I have never read the comics, and I feel like for other people who haven't read the comics, this would probably be really confusing and not very enjoyable. They really take the comic book feel to the extreme, and the story's kind of confusing. It's not very... Can't really get a grasp on what's going on too well, and I just didn't like it too much. It's really long. Yeah, I didn't like this movie very much. Watchmen. And I'll show you my steelbooks. I have a few here. I won this steelbook from Mikey Likes Movies. It's Patriot Games with Harrison Ford. I think this is, it's actually a metal pack. But he's a great YouTuber. Mikey Likes Movies. Go sub him. He's got a great channel. He's really passionate about movies. Thank you, Mikey, for this. Really appreciate it, man. There's some nice artwork on the back. This is basically about Harrison Ford. He's like he does some kind of work with the government. I think he gives some talks or something, and he's in England somewhere, the UK, and basically he gets caught in the middle of a terrorist attack by the Irish on England, and he goes back home, and basically because he got in the middle of this crime, these terrorists kind of follow him. I thought it was kind of long and tried to do a little too much with the plot. I think it could have been a really good simple revenge story, but they tried to do more than that. It was an okay movie overall, but it's a really nice metal pack. Next I have Django Unchained. This was the Target exclusive steelbook. I really like the colors on this steelbook. I think it looks really nice. This was a really good movie. I really enjoyed it. It's got good action and an amazing script and amazing performances by the guy who played King Schultz. I can't remember his... Christoph something, I think. And also Leonardo DiCaprio, great performances. Samuel L. Jackson, and even Jamie Foxx, who played Django. I thought his performance was good, even though he didn't have as many lines as the other characters. But a really good movie, a really good work by Tarantino. The only other Tarantino movie I've seen is Inglourious Basterds, and I think I like that movie just a little bit more than this, but I still think this is very good. And then the Muppet Steelbook. It's still sealed. I won this in a contest from Nanroll Vlog for his 500 subscribers giveaway. So I want to thank Nathan for this. I really like this, really appreciate this, man. Thank you. And go sub him. I'll leave his link down below. He's a great guy and has a great channel. But yeah, this is the Muppet Steelbook. I was really fortunate to win this. Really nice artwork. I like it. And I'm going to show you one animated movie and then my Disney movies. But this is something I just recently picked up, and I'll put the unboxing video. That should be uploaded already before this, but you can check that out where I unbox this. But I bought this used from eBay for about 10 bucks. It is the double feature of Batman the Gotham Knight and Justice League A New Frontier. Yeah, I wanted to get into these DC animated movies. I had heard about them with the Dark Knight Returns, with that coming out a few months ago and everyone talking about that. I really wanted to check these out. I'd only seen the Green Lantern First Flight, so I thought this was a good price for 2 movies, and I just watched these yesterday. Gotham Knight, it's basically a compilation of short skits or episodes kind of about Batman and about Gotham City. You see Commissioner Gordon, you see some of Batman, and the way it started out, I thought it was going to be really stupid, but it got better. The skits don't really connect to each other, and even in some of them, the artwork, how they portray Bruce Wayne, he looks completely different in one episode than in another one. But there were some good action scenes in some of those skits, and overall it was okay. I would have preferred a movie of Batman, but I understand there's Batman Year One and The Dark Knight Returns, all of those. And the New Frontier, Justice League movie, I really liked it. I was always a big fan of the Justice League show, so really enjoyed that one. It did a really good job of giving the backstory on a lot of the characters. They showed them not just as superheroes, but also as the actual people they were. They showed the Flash, Green Lantern, Batman, Robin, the alien guy, I think they call him Jones. Wonder Woman was in there. It was a really good movie. I really enjoyed it. It's definitely nostalgic for me watching these superhero cartoons, but I'm definitely going to be trying to pick up all of the DC animated movies from now on, because I really enjoyed, I really like these. So now I'll get into my Disney Blu-rays. Monsters, Inc. This is it's the one they re-released back in February, I think. But this is the DVD packaging, as you can see by the gold border. I had watched this once when I was really young. I remember seeing it in the theaters, but I didn't remember much about the movie. And just recently rewatched it after I saw Monsters University. And I thought it was an okay movie. I think they tried to make an interesting story, but after seeing Monsters University, I thought Monsters University was just a lot more enjoyable. Maybe the plot wasn't as, I guess, sophisticated as this one, but this just felt kind of slow and a little boring to me compared to Monsters University, but a decent movie overall. Next I have the Toy Story trilogy. This is the UK trilogy box set on Blu-ray. I didn't realize it was a UK box set at the time, but it's region free, works fine on my player, and I don't have a region free player, so I think this was about 30 bucks brand new on eBay. But yeah, you get all your individual Toy Story movies there. I remembered really liking these as a kid. but I couldn't remember much about the first two movies. I'd seen the third one when it came out on DVD. But I rewatched all of them. The first one's just a really great story, really heartwarming. They introduce you to the, this family of toys and their relationship with Andy, and it's just really a beautiful story. Love the first one. Second one felt kind of stale and a little boring compared to the first one. And as I was watching it, I didn't remember a lot of it. As I saw it, a few scenes here and there, but not very good. Basically, the story in the second one, this collector steals Woody from Andy's garage sale, and the rest of the toys go to rescue him. And then Toy Story 3, like I said, I saw it a few years ago when it came out. I absolutely love this movie. I think it's my favorite of the series. I like it just a little better than one, but just a beautiful story. The ending makes me really sad. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but really enjoyed the third one. I think you really have to applaud Pixar for making such a strong third movie of a trilogy and just ending the series off in a really great way. But third one's my favorite. I really love it. Next up, Oz the Great and Powerful. I got this from the Disney Movie Club. It was one of their featured titles in May, and I paid $30 for it, which was probably too much. You could have gotten it cheaper elsewhere, but overall, it was a decent movie. The animation, or not the animation, but I guess the CGI is what you would call it. Looks really great. Very vibrant colors. Really good for that. And basically, this is the backstory. It's a prequel to The Wizard of Oz. It shows how the wizard came to be. James Franco, he's a magician, and he tries to escape in his hot air balloon, and the storm takes him to Oz. And there's this conflict between this queen and the witches, but I thought it was a little, it's a kid's movie. That was expected. It was enjoyable, but not great. It's an okay movie overall, Wizard of Oz. Sorry, Oz the Great and Powerful. Next, I have Pete's Dragon. I had picked this up at the last upgrade and save for $12. I think it was on sale for $17 or $18. And this was another childhood favorite of mine. I actually had the VHS, but I had to get this on Blu-ray, and I watched it, and it's a pretty fun movie. I really like seeing the dragon animated mixed in with the live action, the real world. It's just about Pete, a little boy, and his dragon, who is basically like his best friend, kind of like an imaginary friend because no one else believes he's there, but the dragon is real, and it's a nice story. It's a little long, maybe a little boring, but nice story, nice movie. I like it. James and the Giant Peach. I'd gotten this a while ago from Disney Movie Rewards. It has a nice slipcover. I had seen this at least once, probably a few times when I was a kid, and as I was watching it, a lot of things kind of came back to me. But this is basically, it's similar to Alice in Wonderland in that it basically doesn't have much of a plot, and it's just kind of a bunch of crazy stuff going on. They kind of use this wild animation and these wild characters to, really make this a movie that, it's really crazy. It kind of feels like an acid trip. At the end, there's no real big meaning to the plot or anything. At least it's not clear, but Yeah, it's just an okay movie. Some people will probably enjoy it more than others. I didn't enjoy it that much, but it was okay. Next up, WreckIt Ralph. This is a 3D version, nice lenticular slipcover. I like the gold border. Um, I didn't see this in theaters, and when I saw this, I didn't think it was as great as everyone had said it was. Maybe it's because I wasn't familiar with a lot of the games or the characters that they put in here that a lot of people had remembered from their childhood. But I like the theme of the kind of the message of the story. Ralph, he plays a bad guy and everyone hates him and he just wants to be a good guy. He wants the glory and the respect and that stuff. So it was a nice story. Pretty good animation. It felt a little too it felt a little too much like a video game. The animation, I didn't really think of it as a Disney movie from the animation, but the story I enjoyed. It was, it was heartwarming. I liked it. Brother Bear 2 movie collection. I'd never seen these. This came out back in March, but I watched the first one. Really liked it. One of my favorite Disney movies now. I really liked the animation and the story. I thought was just really good and some really kind of dark themes for a Disney movie. I won't spoil anything, but it's basically about a kind of Native American tribal lifestyle. They really connect with nature, and it's a story about these 2 bears who have to go on this journey and kind of grow together. I can't really explain too much. I don't want to ruin it for you. There are twists and turns in there. It's a really nice movie, Brother Bear 1. And Brother Bear 2, usually Disney sequels are really bad. I'm not sure if Brother 2 was direct to video or not. I don't know if it got a theatrical release, but it was a really good Disney sequel. I liked it. It was actually a meaningful story to it, unlike a lot of the Disney sequels, and a fresh story. Definitely not as good as the first one, in my opinion, but still a really good sequel. So I'd recommend these movies to any Disney fan. Dinosaur. I picked this up a while ago from Disney Movie Awards. I just thought it was really boring. The animation, though, looked very good, especially for how old this was. I think this was 2000. 2002. Yeah, I don't know. I think it was early 2000s, but the animation looked really good. It's about a dinosaur who's he gets separated from the rest of the dinosaurs and he lives with like these, I think they're like monkeys or chimpanzees or something. And then there's like a natural disaster, like meteors falling from the sky, and his home gets destroyed. And basically he regroups with all these other lost dinosaurs, and they're moving to this new land where they can set up camp and live again. But I thought it was pretty boring, long, didn't really enjoy it. Mulan 2 movie collection has a really nice red slipcover. I had seen the first Mulan movie when I was really young, and I saw it a few more times throughout my childhood, but Mulan 1 is a really great movie. I think one of the best Disney movies, top 10 probably. And it's about, everyone knows what it's about. Mulan, she, her father has to enlist as a soldier in the war, and Mulan doesn't want him to go because he's really old, so she dresses up as a boy and goes in place of her father. And it's a really nice story. There's some good action in it, however cheesy that may sound, but some good action in it, and just a nice story overall. 2 was really bad. It's just one of those really bad Disney sequels. I'm not going to say much about it, but Mulan 1 is definitely great. Taxi Driver. That was it for my Disney Blu-rays. Taxi Driver, this is the Digipack. Really nice set, and I got this for only $5. This was at Upgrade and Save, but the last one, but I actually got it as part of Best Buy had in June. They had like I think it was on Universal or Paramount titles. You could get 2 for $10. I got this and another movie, but this is a really nice set. As you can see, the artwork there comes with some stills, like postcards kind of. It's a really nice set. It has a really nice feel to it. The movie, I liked it. It's basically not a satire, but kind of I guess they portray the crime and the filth of New York City. The like prostitution and crime and those kinds of things going on, and Robert De Niro plays this taxi driver. He just gets really fed up with this dirty world he's living in, and he wants to, I guess, make a change. It's really a different kind of movie, but it's good. It's one of those classics. Everyone needs to watch it, and everyone said that this was one of the best Blu-ray transfers ever, and they're definitely right. Looks very good on Blu-ray. Now I'll get into the rest of my actual Blu-rays. That was it for my Disney and Steelbooks and other editions. These are just standard Blu-rays. Here's a triple pack of Speed, Broken Arrow, and Entrapment. Speed, everyone knows what it is. A classic 90s action thriller movie. Watched it. Didn't love it, but it was enjoyable. Not something I'd be eager to watch over and over, but a fun movie you can watch once in a while. Broken Arrow, though, I really liked it. Really fast-paced action movie. Christian Slater and John Travolta. I'd never seen it before. I really liked it. And Entrapment wasn't very good. Kind of a heist movie. That's all I'll say. There's some twists in there, but kind of confusing. They don't really explain a lot of things very well. And there's one really good heist scene at the end of the movie, but that was the most memorable part. It's not a very good movie. Pineapple Express, just an all-time classic comedy, well, of our generation at least. I think this is right up there with Superbad as one of the best comedies of our time. Really liked it, really funny. Yeah, I think a lot of people have seen that. Iron Man, this is the first one. Like this movie, not amazing, a little bit overrated, but good superhero movie. It's a good Iron Man movie, and sadly, it's the best one of the Iron Man trilogy. I didn't think the second one or the third one were any good, but yeah. 30 minutes or less. I had watched this about a year ago, and really liked it. I thought it was really funny, and I bought the Blu-ray and I watched it again. I thought it was really stupid. Definitely not as funny the second time around. Yeah, based on my second viewing of it, I thought I didn't like it too much, so it was kind of bad, but it was really cheap. I got it for $5. Skyfall, saw it in the theaters, thought it was really good. One of the best movies of 2012, and a really nice Bond movie. You have a lot of story mixed with a lot of action. Really good. I like the slipcover. Everyone says Casino Royale is better. It's been a long time since I've seen Casino Royale, and that was before I was really into movies. I don't remember much of it. I have to see it again. But Sky Flying was a really good movie. I liked it a lot. Transporter 1 and 2, double feature. Always been big fans of the movies. 1 is my least favorite. It's my least favorite. Not a bad movie, just my least favorite of the trilogy. 2 is my favorite. Really good action, really kind of over the top action, overblown. Love it. Really, really good. Cheesy action movie. Not that cheesy actually. The story's there is a good story there, but really good action movie for the second one. And the third one, it's okay. I still like it a little better than the first one, but not as crazy as the second one. Excuse me. Leon the Professional. I had seen this movie before and I had to get it on Blu-ray. Really love this movie. Just such a unique story. This is actually by the same guy that made let me see. Yeah, I think this is by the same guy who, I don't think, Luc Besson, I think. I don't know how to say his name. I'm not sure if he directed Transporter or just wrote the script or did something for it, but involved with both movies. Really liked the movie though. Leon the Professional. Natalie Portman is in it. Just a really unique story about this hitman who lives in an apartment building. He lives next to Natalie Portman, and Natalie Portman, when she's in need of a place to stay, he takes her in, and it's almost a sick, twisted love story between a man and a young girl, but there's some good action in it. Just a really nice, unique, artistic story and movie. Faster with The Rock. I had seen this movie in theaters and I thought it was pretty bad, and I got it on Blu-ray. I think I enjoyed it maybe just a little more than I had in theaters. It's just a stupid action movie. The plot is really bad. It's just a revenge story. The Rock's out to get these people who've done him wrong. And although Maggie Grace is in this, from the girl from Taken, and everyone says she's a horrible actor, I actually thought in this she was, you see a really different side of her than the girl in Taken, but not a very good movie. You might like it if you really like any kind of action movie, but not great. It's okay. Maybe not even okay. I don't know. It's kind of bad. Salt, Angelina Jolie. I saw this movie in theaters too. Really liked it. I got it around Black Friday last year from Best Buy for a few bucks. I think, yeah, $3.99 is a great deal for it. It has kind of an interesting story and some good action scenes, and that's all I need. I thought it was a decent movie. I liked it. John Carpenter's The Thing. Saw this about a week ago for the first time. It's a good sci-fi kind of horror movie. The Thing. It felt a lot like Alien. It's about these kind of creatures, and basically these guys are at a military institute, and I can't remember what, I think Norwegians maybe, they come to the camp and they're chasing this dog, and this dog, there turns out to be some kind of creature inside this dog, and it starts killing people and infecting everything at the military base, and it turns all these people at the base against each other because they don't know who's infected, and it was kind of suspenseful, but a little long, a little drawn out, but pretty good movie overall. Arachnophobia. I had never seen this before. I thought I had, but I think I got it confused with the movie Tarantula. But this was entertaining. Had some